Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Bald Metal Nerd coming at you with another lovely vid. And in this one, I'm going to talk about something that has been a factor in live shows for, I believe, a couple of years. The first time this was done was, I believe, a few years ago at a Coachella music festival where I believe, I know it was a hologram of Tupac uh, rapping with somebody. I don't know if the hologram was just a regular Tupac song that they were kind of, playing back, or if somehow the performers interacted with the hologram. I'm not sure exactly how that worked, but something along those lines. And I guess at the time it was kind of a, interesting novelty, for lack of a better term. Like, hey, look at this thing that we can do. Isn't that this neat, right? But of course, it's going a bit further than that. Just recently, I'm not sure if the tour has just been announced or the tour is ongoing or if the tour is past, of course, of this musician, the almighty Dio, right? There was a holographic Dio tour planned. Because I know relatively recently, uh, Dio made an appearance in hologram form somewhere. And like I said, I think they planned a whole tour around it. Um, so, what is my opinion on holographic musicians appearing on stage? I think used sparingly every now and then, it can be an interesting novelty or a gimmick, right? I think in small doses it's okay because it can certainly add something to a show, a very unique kind of thing going on that you may not be able to see any other way. So I think there is some validity to it, but to do something like a full tour, like a full Dio tour with full shows, full everything with a hologram of a dead musician. I mean, what's next? Motorhead's going to come back with a hologram of Lemmy, you know? Um, I think, honestly, when we get to that point, it's definitely too much. Because really, at that point, what's the point of going to the show? I mean, wouldn't you rather, if the musician's not really there, why wouldn't you just stay home and listen to a CD, right? Or a record or a recording? Why on earth would you go to a live show to watch an entire show with a hologram? That's just kind of silly to me and pointless. And I think, honestly, there's a whole lack of respect, I think, when you're really dragging somebody back from the dead to make tons of money off of their image, for lack of a better term. Now, do I have a problem, obviously, with music of dead musicians continuing to be sold? Of course not. I have no problems with, like, let's say, there was a bunch of um, unreleased material that an artist produced during their lifetime, right? And, this musician dies, and they're famous, of course. And hey, this stuff was never released. People might want to hear it. I'm not against, releasing that stuff as like from the vaults or something along those lines of, from this musician. Because honestly, most of the time that stuff is, at best B material because the musician didn't feel it was probably really good enough to be released. And most fans who buy that kind of material kind of know what they're getting. They know, okay, maybe I'm not getting this artist's best work, but I'm really into them and I really want to hear with this other stuff sounded like that they recorded throughout their life. That's not so bad because that's something that the artist did actually create at some point in their life, right? And it's a valid artistic expression. Whereas a hologram of a dead musician is just kind of like, to me, that's just like one step away of like, you know, trying to build obviously like a robot that can, you know, sing or play guitar or do whatever to try to replicate a person who has died. I don't know. Like I said, I have very mixed feelings on it because, like I said, for a novelty, for like, you know, a one-off here and there, it's not so bad. But trotting the thing out like on a tour, I think that's just a step too far. And it's obviously just a blatant cash grab, and it's kind of disgraceful in a lot of ways. I don't know. I know I'm contradicting myself, and I realize this. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I'd really be interested to hear what you guys think. Please let me know in the comments below. I'm sure there's going to be a variety of opinions on this. That pretty much wraps this up. As always, if you like this, thumbs up. If you hate it, thumbs down. Share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.